Jeanie Buss and the Buss family sold the Los Angeles Lakers for $100 billion. Wow, 100. It's a lot of money. $100 billion is a lot of money. Now, reportedly, they purchased the Lakers back in the '60s, right? For reportedly 40, around 40 to 60, that's right, around 40 to 60 million, right? To flip it to $100 billion. Like imagine that type of thing. Imagine that type of investment, right? Now, Jeanie Buss, Jerry West, the Buss family, they purchased the Lakers a long, 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 long time ago. A lot of people are like saying that this is a bad decision. I don't think if you can make $100 billion, it's not a bad idea regardless. Now, I know a lot of people were complaining about the aspect of the legacy, right? Obviously, I understand the legacy with the Lakers. I understand, the dynamic of the championship model of what the Lakers organization brings to the table. The Buss family done so much for the Lakers. I feel like when you think about the Lakers in my lifetime, you think about the Buss family, right? You think about the Buss family, right? So like it's just hand in hand, and that's same with LeBron, right? LeBron's been in the league probably longer than a lot of people have been born, right? Like we're talking about 22 years. So a lot of people incorporate basketball, NBA, with LeBron James, or even with the Lakers. That's just how I incorporated the Lakers with me growing up, right? They purchased the Lakers. Obviously, back then, money was different, right? Back then, to say you had $1 billion, I don't even know any, that was unheard of. Even $1 billion right now, like you guys imagine the breakdown, even if they split it up between the family, they're walking out with some good money, right? A couple $1 billion. That's pretty good. And mind you, a lot of people not putting in perspective, age plays a context, and they didn't sell all of the majority. They sold majority of the stake of the Lakers, right? So of course, they're still probably gonna be on the payroll, XYZ, you know what I mean? I don't know the ins and outs. We don't know the ins and outs of the contract yet. But it was a lot of speculation of like, was this a good idea? Was this a good decision? Was this a good decision to not only sell the NBA, not the NBA, but sell the Lakers, the majority stake, but also move on forward? Now, a lot of people are saying this is the time LeBron is about to retire. This is perfect for LeBron. He's about to retire. There's nothing else that needs to be said. LeBron James is going to retire based on this information. That's what a lot of people are saying. So, is LeBron James going to retire? We don't know. He's not going to retire this year, but obviously, I feel like with this being in the works, it's going to take a year for this stuff to get processed, right? And by the time that year gets processed, who knows if LeBron will be playing for the Lakers or playing at all. I'm a LeBron fan. Anywhere LeBron goes, he's in Miami. I got the Miami jersey, got the Cavs jersey. Anywhere LeBron is at, we there. Based on the fact of we breathe the same air. You know what I mean? Meaning LeBron James is from around the same area that I'm from. So to see somebody have that impact, and then also you could see this person, but he's having an impact globally. You think of basketball, you think of LeBron. You think of the Lakers, nowadays you're going to think either LeBron or the Buss family, or however the dynamic of it's going to be based on where you're at, right? I say that to say, for them to flip $1 million to $1 billion, and not just $1 billion, not just $2 billion, not just $3 billion, not just $4 billion, not just $10 billion. But that's a lesson as well, as if I'm doing as well. You always want to add on to your worth, right? Meaning, the Lakers organization was purchased. Don't have the official numbers, $40 to $62 million, somewhere in that range, right? Obviously, they're not going to have the exact numbers. They're going to throw the ballpark numbers out there, right? So somewhere around there. Being a businessman, being well educated into business degrees, president's list, dean's list, all that stuff, you can see what they're doing here and how they build up that organization. Everything you guys talk about regarding the Lakers was built on the Buss family. Championships, getting Kobe Bryant, Shaq, like all of these people, stars, and that the way that they run their organization has been A1. Like to me, I don't say LeBron. To me, the Lakers organization has probably been one of the dominant organizations to come to the league. When you think about the star power, when you think about the athletes who actually came through the Lakers, meaning who actually put on the Lakers jersey, we got greats like Wilt Chamberlain. We got greats like Kobe Bryant. We got greats like Shaquille O'Neal that touched LeBron James. Like we got those type of people. And this is just the name. Like I said, I can go on and on, but I'm just saying the organization, they built not only a name, but they was building their value on the way. Obviously, it went from the Staples Center, right? I grew up, it was a Staples Center. That was the arena that they were playing in, the Staples Center. It was always a Staples Center. Went back to crypto.com around the COVID area, the COVID aspect. I think around that time, I'm not 110%, but around that time, things had changed, right? So I said it to say the organization has been going through changes. So I think this sellout will probably be the best thing that they probably, not saying the best thing, but like at this point, what more do they need to do? I'm pretty sure like $10 billion, with $10 billion, you could set up your family, like that's, you don't know like it's beyond us. And a lot of people are like, oh, why would you sell? Don't ever sell it. You're going against the family for selling it. Everybody's going at Jeanie Buss. I just think at the end of the day, it's business, but $10 billion, that's a lot of money. $10 billion. That's a lot of money to sell something, or let alone that's a lot of money to build a product. Lakers is a product, right? You got jerseys, you got ticket sales, you got all-stars, superstars, GOATs going through the Lakers. So like it's only going to increase the value of the Lakers. So at this point, yes, they need $10 billion. And that's a firm number. In my mind, I'm thinking it's probably like 10, they got to split it up, 5 to 10 ways? Everybody get a Billy. Everybody get a Billy. Everybody get a Billy. If y'all want to throw me a Billy, throw me a Billy too. No, that's a lot of money, though. That's a lot of money. Like, I don't think people put in perspective how much $10 billion is. And mind you, just put in perspective that if you create something, add value to it. Know your worth, know your value. And I think that's more of the story here is know your worth and know your value. Of course, they purchased the Lakers before any of us was probably even born, right? Like, but I wasn't even born around when they purchased the Lakers, right? It was purchased by the father of the company, who then gave it to the daughter. They gave it to, what I mean? So it makes sense, but it's a business at the end of the day. So that's how y'all look at it. I don't think the Lakers are going to go anywhere. Like people were saying, the Lakers are done with. They're not going nowhere. They just got bought out. There's other plans. There's their future there. It has really nothing to do with Luka, LeBron, nothing. This is a business matter with the Lakers. A lot of people keep tagging LeBron and putting LeBron in it, putting Luka in it. They don't even care. They want to hoop. They want to hoop. At the end of the day, they just want to hoop. Just want to hoop. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Like I said, they sold $10 billion. And it's still in the works. That number may go up. Most likely. That's probably the low end number. That was a number they probably collectively was like, all right, we could probably roughly do 10 million. You gotta think the revenue sales that the Lakers is bringing in, that 10 billion obviously is going to be an investment even for them. But with the amount of sales, the amount of money that the Lakers are bringing in, it seems like it's going to be a win-win. Win-win situation based on that. Y'all let me know in the comment section how you guys feel. As always, my name is Quentin Banks. Stay loyal, stay blessed, stay true, stay you. What y'all gonna do with $100 billion? What y'all gonna do with $100 billion?